the patch 21.6 nodes just got released, so let's take a look at the new heroes that they're bringing to Battlegrounds soon. So patch 21.6 launches on November 2, brings across all Hearthstone, so including Battlegrounds. I'm only going to cover the Battlegrounds stuff. If you're here for different parts like Mercenaries or whatever, I'll link a couple channels below like Zeddy and some other great creators that probably covers more of the patch nodes. So Battlegrounds, this is it. We get Diablo. This was teased in the previous patch nodes that we are getting a big event, and Diablo is the hero that we're getting. So Realm of Terror is a passive that activates every 4 turns. All enemies fight the Lord of Terror and you warband for loot. What exactly that means, I hope that is explained. Okay, so everyone can play it, you don't need perks. It is not explained at what it is. Maybe if I scroll down, because right now we don't know what the hell this means, right? We just know that everyone faces your board. Oh, we get Sneed as a hero, okay. Has a 1-cost hero power. Give a friendly minion death rattle. Summon a random minion of the same tavern tier. Give a friendly minion death rattle. Summon a random minion of the same tavern tier. Wait, that seems weird. Like, you can just put this on every unit on your board, but it seems a bit random. It's 1 gold, so if you have like a board of like 3 drops and 5 drops, like you just play stuff from different tiers. You even sometimes have 1 drops on the board still. It just summons a random one from the same tier. Now, random is a big word because random is bullshit. This means that if someone has some 5 drops and 6 drops and hero powers, they could drop either like a super understated and bad card, or they could drop an insane card. For example, if you power level and triple into an early 6 drop, you can hero power that 6 drop, and the 6 drop can summon either like a seafood slinger, so it's a 5/5, or it could then summon an Eliza and then buff up your board and you deal 15 damage or more to your opponent. I don't like this hero power. I don't know what to say. I feel like it is so bad. It is so random. Like sometimes if you play max, for example, and something dies and it high rolls like a max, so it resets your deflectabots, or it high rolls maybe your 2-drop summons a selfless hero. Or sometimes it's just garbage. Most of the time it's just going to be something random that doesn't help you. I actually don't know about the power level. I think it is either going to be pretty strong or really bad. I don't think it's going to be in between. I don't think it's just going to be a playable hero. I think it's going to be either nerfed very soon or just never sees any play. Reason being, it could be a good tempo here, right? If you put this on all of your units on the board early on, you basically have a second board that is random, has no synergies and no buffs, but still a lot of free stats. And it might allow power levels and cool stuff like that, which isn't necessarily very healthy for the game. But it is not a win condition. Like most heroes, hero power can be a win condition. Like Reno gets you a golden. Some heroes get you triple. Some heroes have synergies with max. This has like no synergies. This is just like put random shit on the board. So yeah, that's my take on the hero. I don't know if it's gonna be too healthy for the game. And then we have Cookie the Cook. What a name. Has a 0 gold hero power. Throw a minion in your pot whenever you've gathered 3. Discover from their minion types. And what the hell does that mean? I feel like they should put a bit more info out. What the hell does that mean? So you can put like a Murloc in there, a beast, and a dragon, let's say. Then discover from their minion types. Huh? So I assume you put 3 cards in here and then you get to discover out of 3 cards with the same minion types. So 0 gold for discover, but you have to wait 3 turns. So it's essentially kind of like Galewing. Galewing takes 3 turns to discover a random card from the same tavern tier, and with this I assume you can use it once a turn to put a card in there, and then after 3 turns you will get a discover from the 3 minion types. So it's a bit more specific in the sense that you can, like if you're playing max, you can discover 3 different max, but it is not up to the tavern tier, so you could discover like 1 drops and 2 drops in there. That is how I make sense of it. That's how I think it works. And it's not even good unless you can use it in the shop. Like if you can use this hero power on cards in the shop, then it's good. But if you'll have to use it on minions on your board, you lose gold. You lose like 3 gold for the discover then. And then this hero is trash. I don't see this hero being good at all. I don't understand. So if it works like I think it does, I don't think the hero is that good. Just getting a discover every 3 turns. It's just Galewing, but it's not up to the tavern tier. I don't know, man. Again, I could be reading into it wrong. That's how I think it works. If it's different, I'll leave it in the description and as a pinned comment. But discuss down below what you think of these heroes. I think these are very interesting and special heroes. Usually it's very easy to grasp whether or not they're going to be strong or weak, but this one, it's kind of weird. This one is just, I don't know, a bunch of bullshit. And this one we don't have info on. Like we see Diablo, but it doesn't say what the Lord of Terror is. Like you face him every 4 turns and the board. Yeah, that's literally everything we got for Battlegrounds. I don't know, let's look at the bugs. So there's a couple bug fixes where it says that fix a bug that prevented Terragosa from keeping all buffs in combat gained. I haven't seen that, but okay. And a dynamic duo bug where it didn't get a gem if Charglot played a gem on itself. Fixed the bug that sometimes prevented Battlegrounds matchmaking in friend lobbies. There's so many bugs in the game. I'm not gonna list them again, but there's so many bugs in the game that have been there for so long. Come on, dude. I mean, what am I supposed to say? So I'm gonna do a short recap real quick. Because on Diablo, what I mentioned last time as well is that I don't know exactly how it's gonna work, but this I don't think it's gonna be too healthy for the game. Might be a fun event to mess around with, but if you phase exactly the board of the Diablo every 4 turns, it's gonna be such a shit show. Because if the Diablo is strong, no one gets any loot, and Diablo is just gonna steamroll the lobby. If the Diablo is throwing or very weak or whatever, then everyone just gets free loot, and it's gonna be a shit show and just a fiesta. Okay, I think this is gonna bring so many weird, like, the lobbies are not gonna be imbalanced. Every lobby is gonna play so different and is dictated by how good the Diablo player is. I want to try out these heroes. I'm excited to see how they will work, but I'm not gonna ramble on any longer. I feel like I did enough of that already. Do you agree with me or do you not agree with me? Let me know down below. These are definitely heroes worth discussing, and there's a lot of things to brainstorm about, because this is like the patch notes, I'm the most unsure about the power level and balance of things. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, of course, all that stuff. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.